Alright, so this is the delivery and shipping website I'm going to be showing you how you can create. I am so excited. I'm going to be showing you every aspect of this website. I've said so much actually about this website, so I'm going to show you every aspect. So this is a delivery website. It's also a shipping website. You could use it to create any delivery service, any shipping service, any courier service, and all of that. You could see how beautiful and how sleek this is actually looking. It comes with all of the features that any shipping company, any delivery company, any courier service company needs. Everything, it comes with all of that features. And the most important thing is here you're going to see all our top branches. So as we add branches, you're going to see them. We have one branch in Lokogoma, Abuja. We have Lokogoma, Abuja. We have other branches, and all of these branches, why you can say as their top is once they start receiving delivery and all of that, you're going to see they will appear here. For now, you can notice we just only have one branch here, but on our system we have about Lagos, Abuja, and Imo State. These are all states in Nigeria. Okay, so wherever you are in the world, you can actually set this up. And the good thing is, like I said, you do not need any knowledge of coding whatsoever. Now, one of the things people tend to ask when it comes to shipping a delivery website is does it come with tracking? Yeah, so this comes with tracking. So you can look at other tracking here, and once they impute their tracking ID, they'll be able to track their product and their goods. And I'm going to show you how all of this will play out. So you just click on accept. Now below you could just put your order ID and we're going to track. Now let me show you the admin, because this website comes with an admin access, it comes with a managerial access and a staff access. Now under the admin access, you'll be able to manage everything on the website. You're going to manage every user, every manager, and all of that. You're going to manage the email system and everything works well. And I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself. So I'm just going to scroll down. Here you're going to see your courier service setting. I'm going to show you how you can manage in units, in manage type. I'm going to show you how you can set up the type and the units. I'm going to show you how to set up each branches. So in case the company have branches in different states within a country or any part of the world, you can actually put it here, and you also can assign manager for each of these branches, and that managers will have their own admin access, and the manager will be able to add staff that will be working within the branches and all of that. You can manage the branches, you can see each branch income. So from here you can actually see the income each branch has actually made. Here we only have one branch, Abuja branch has made about 1,000 USD. I'm going to show you how to change the currency and a lot of that. So there are so many things here, literally so many things. You're going to see general settings, you're going to see the extension and more and more. Right, so let's go into the managerial admin access. Here you have your managerial or the manager dashboard, and you could see here on the link, you can see manager/dashboard. Here the manager, the manager can see all of the branch list, all of the list of different branches, but he cannot add new branches and all of that. Here you can also see all the staff. He can as well add staff, because within each branch you can have any staff, so you could add new staff and see all of the staff. You could see the status of each staff, and once any staff here has been probably will I use the word sacked, all right, or let go, you can actually deactivate the account here. You can manage all the courier services, okay, the dispatch, the incoming. So for instance, if a goods is coming from a particular state coming to Abuja, he'll be able to see there, you can see the ones he's sending to other states and all of that. And this is beautiful. This is literally very beautiful. You can as well see his branch income, how much the branch has actually made, right? So you could see it here, and you could see the support ticket and all of that. So lastly, I'm going to show you the staff dashboard. This is the dashboard for the staff. Now the staff are the people that are going to be interacting with the user on a one-on-one basis, right? So when the person comes to ship in a product, and he comes and brings the product to you and say, okay, we want to ship in all of this and that, so the staff will be able to send this courier to go to courier send, right? You'll be able to input the sender name and the receiver, all right? And you also be able to select the branch that it's going to. So you can see there are 3 branches here. So this stuff is under Abuja branch, so you could send it to Imo State, you could send it to Lagos, so and send it to any other branch. You could add further information here. You will be able to put the kind of courier service the person wants to use. Is it flights and bulky courier? Is it international or is it express? All right, and it's going to see the incoming, so it's be able to see the ones that are coming into Abuja. The staff also have access to see each of the branches, so that he can know all the available branch that they offer as a company. So if somebody comes and says, okay, I want to send it to a particular branch, the staff can say, okay, we have a branch in this particular state, and we can actually ship for you there. So yeah, you'll be able to see all of that. And if you have so many branches and you input all of that, you'll be able to search the branch by name, by email, and by address. So there are some customers that will come and say, okay, do you ship to a particular address in this state? You could actually just type the address and you will get all of that. So you're going to see your cash collection, you're going to see how much you have collected so far. Each staff going to see how much they have been able to collect, and you can see your support ticket, 2-step verification, and all of that. You see, this is a well organized website and a well organized SaaS dashboard that anybody can use. And if you have this skill, trust me, people who can pay up to $1 million in naira for this, people can pay thousands of dollars for this, and you don't need any coding skill. That's so interesting. You don't need any coding skill. Everything you need is just the script and all. And so join me as I take you. Let's get started. I'm so excited for this particular tutorial and all. So let's get started. Alright, so welcome back. So the first thing you want to do is go to your cPanel. Now I'm using Namecheap. It's one of the hosting I've always been using. It's one I recommend if you're actually starting new before you can go into others. But if you already have a hosting, all right, you could actually just go to your cPanel. Okay, but if you don't have a hosting, you want me to get you Namecheap, always do well to reach out to me and all. So the first thing you want to do is to go to your cPanel if you already have a hosting. If you don't have a hosting, do well to follow this video all through, get to familiarize yourself with it, and you reach out to me. I will help you get your hosting. You just have to pay for it. I'll help you set all of that up for you, and if you need the script, we'll all do well to also talk about all of that. So let's go into the first thing you need. So what you want to do first is go to your cPanel. Once you go to your cPanel, I want you to search for File Manager. Now the reason why I will recommend Namecheap is because it's going to follow my video step by step. Apart from that, you just need a hosting that have cPanel. Now if you're using Hostinger, right, it comes with HPanel. I have videos where I showed you how to upload script on Hostinger. Use that the same method, you'll be able to do this as well. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to your public_HTML, which is directly on your domain. But if you don't want to use your domain, you can use a subdomain, right, or a subdirectory. But I'm using a domain for this. If you want to know how to create a subdomain, I'll put a video on the description. Do well to check out that, and you show you how you can create and set up your subdomain if you already have a website on your main domain. Okay, remember your subdomain is a domain that is under your domain. So for instance, if we have maya.site, right, the subdomain will be john.maya.site. okay, just to put out there. But I'm using a domain, so I'll just click on it, and you notice my domain is actually empty. The next thing you want to do is to upload that script. So I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to go search for the script and upload it. Okay, so now the script is being uploaded onto our website. So you could actually see it here. It is about 35 MB. So we're going to allow it to load up. Once it's completely loaded up, it will show a green and we'll be able to go back. So I'll pause the video here, and so that we could speed up the process. We don't take so much time in setting all of this up. Alright, so you can see that it's actually turned into green. It's green to tell you that, okay, this is completed. Alright, so what you want to do is just click here to go back, and you have the script here. So I'm just going to right click here and click on extract. We're going to extract this. So if this is your first time, please just do well to follow everything I do. Alright, if you've not dealt with script before, you've not built a website before, this is your first time, do everything exactly as I'm going to be doing them. All right, make each changes exactly as I'm making them, and use the same details I'm still using them. All right, you can as well change them a bit. All right, so we have this now. It's on the file. So once you go back, once you extract, you're going to have files, and you're going to have this. This is your main file we uploaded, okay? And this here is the file that was extracted. So what you want to do is to go into it, click on select all, then we're going to click on move. I want you to just delete this place within file, leave the public underscore HTML slash, just click on move. Okay, the next thing is just come here, make sure to click on the files also, and just click on go. Now you have all of this. Okay, now I want you to go to your website, just open your website up. Okay, I'm not supposed to get this. Let me hit shift F5, hard reset. Now you get this server error, right? It's fine, it's 100% okay. So what would you want to do? I want you to go back to your cPanel and type PHP. I'm going to click on select version, select PHP version here. So just give it some time. Now we're going to click on, make sure that it's on version 4 points. Okay, now leave it that way, come back here. I'm going to try something else. Just type slash install and enter. Now it will go to your installation process. Remember to leave it on 7.4, right? Make sure to leave your PHP version of 7.4. Now you have all of this, right? Now we have those files and you have all of this. So what you click on is agree, I agree, and next. Make sure all of these are checked to be green. Now if you have anyone that's red, you have to go in and turn on that extension, and it's very easy to do. So it says it requires GMP, so it's green. I just want to show you. Let's imagine this is red. It says it requires GMP, so it requires GMP PHP extension. Remember we came here on PHP version and we click, make sure to leave it on 7.4. Now you have to click here. So these are the extensions. Make sure to scroll down. You're going to see GMP, all right? And this is GMP, but our extension is actually check. Namecheap automatically check this for us. So any extension that is missing, it will show you a red. It's a red cancel. Just make sure to go to that process and just check it on. All right. So we'll click on next step. Now on this next step, it's going to require certain permission in order for us to install this particular script. Permissions as cache, storage, step, app, framework, and logs. All right. I'm going to show you how to do that. Remember to always, your PHP version should be 7.4 or 7.3, but leave it on 7.4. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll come back here and I'm going to click on core. So when I click on core, I want you to come and click on bootstrap. Remember the first one says core bootstrap cache. Okay, so core, we've clicked on bootstrap, now cache. So you want to right click, change permission, and just make sure to check this to be 7, then click change permission. So we're going to do that for this remaining under storage, right? So what you want to do is come to storage. First of all, check permission 7, change permission. Then we're going to open it, double click to open. Make sure, so I'm going to do all of them at the same time, but you could do them one by one. Just right click on each one and change permission. So I'm using the Windows, so I'm going to click on app, then check also for framework and check also for log, then right click, change permissions, and check. To achieve this is just hold down your control key and tap on each one. All right, and all of them will change to 7. Okay, so what you want to do here is click on recheck, and you can see they are all green. So click on next step. Now this step is one crucial step. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when it comes to this particular step is that you want to make sure on this particular step, what you want to do is that you want to make sure to create a database user, and a password. All right, to do this is literally very simple as well. Go to your cPanel and type in the search bar database. Here we're going to click on this to open it up. So I draw this closer. Now once we open the database, I would click create. So I'm going to type 123. So I'm going to call my database this default name plus 123. So click on create data. So what we've created is, we've created our database, right? The next thing you want to do is to create a database user. So I'm going to put in the 123 here. We're going to generate a password. Click on password generator. I'm going to cut this password and paste. Just copy the password. Just keep it safe somewhere because you will need it. It's really important. For me, what I often do is just come back here and put it on the database password. Just put it here. Then click on create user. Now, the reason why we use 123 for both the database and the user is that we just want to have them the same. All right, so we don't want to have the different names. So once I come to our database name, I'm just going to paste that. Our database user, I'm going to paste that. All right, why? For our database, we're going to call this localhost. Now, once you do that, come back here, go scroll down where you have user. We're going to be matching our user to our database. Okay. So we're going more like giving both of them permission to access each other. So we click on add. So what we want to do is we want to grant our user all the privileges to this database. We'll click on make changes. And we've been able to do that. So where you're going to come here, you're going to put in your site, you're going to put in your username here. And here we're going to put in your purchase code. Now, once you do that, scroll down and on the user, so it will give you default username and password, which is admin. So for your email, you want to put in your actual email here and click on install now. And we've successfully installed. Now to show you that this was a successful install, you see, you're not just going to see this part, you're going to see complete installation here, and you're going to see your email address and admin has been set successfully. Please delete the install folder from the server. Please change the admin password as soon as possible. All right, so to delete the installed folder from the server, let me show you how you could do that. So you just go to your file manager where you have it. This is the install folder. You could just delete this, and if you refresh this, you may get this error, but it's fine. All right, so you have it because you have deleted the installation process. So you're just going to click here to open your sites up. Now, once you open it, you notice that there are no images, right? There are no images. Now, the reason why these images are not there is just to make sure that what you're uploading is lightweight, all right? And also, all of the images will be made available for you, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open my website side by side. So I'll just copy this side by side and show you how this is done. So like I said, just follow the step one after the other. And you'll be good. So the first thing you want to do is to log in, and we're going to be setting up our account. I'm going to show you how all of this is being set up. So the first thing is we have miner.site is the name of our domain. We're going to put slash here. Sorry, slash. I think I'm not getting the slash. So let me just use the slash admin here. Okay. Now if you take you to the admin login, and it's simple. So your username is admin, your password is also admin. So click on login. Now you have access to your dashboard. So congratulations, you have come this far. If this is your first time, big congratulations to you. All right, so you have your staff URL here, so you can have your manager here to copy and all of that, where you want to set all of that up. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to set all of this up. We're going to start with, where do we start from? So start with your general settings. Now on the general settings, you're going to be changing the name of your website here. We're going to call this Zif Courier, right? Let's call it Zif. And we're going to make this, you could leave it in USD, but depending, you could put your currency here. like a Nigerian naira, you put your currency symbol. For the time zone, you're going to put in Lagos, Africa, Lagos. Now you're going to set in the type of verification process. I'm going to use an email verification process because for me, I think that's more easy, right? You can check this, but I'm not going to check all of that. For the SMS, you have to pay for it. So I'm just going to leave the email, which is free. So I'm going to click on update. And that has been changed. The next thing you want to do under general settings, where we have your logo and your Falcon. So here I'm going to show you how to change your logo. Just make sure to have a logo in transparent fashion. If you do not have a logo, we also provide logos, but it's paid actually. We create logos for any person who is interested in that. All right, the Zip Life Studios team is here for you for everything. All right, so we're going to open it, and this is a logo. You're going to click on also this, and we're going to click on the icon, and we have both. So I'm going to click on update. All right, so for the update, what we were going to do is that now, if you notice, when we did click on update, most things did not change. It seems like everything just came back. So for Windows system, it's easy to do. You just have to do a hard reset. I don't know how to get a hard reset for a Mac, right? But I just advise you to clear your cache. It's very easy. But for Windows system, hold your shift down and click on F5, and you do a hard reset. It's more like clearing the cache for that particular tab. And you can see all our logos are here and they are showing. Another thing I love to do is to I want to see my front end and the back end of my site. As I'm making changes, I want to see how it looks and how it actually will appear on my website. You can see the logo is actually showing here. Yeah, so that being done, you could actually see our name here, zif.courier. You could see our logo icon also here. So the next thing we want to do, so if you also read this, it will tell you the same thing about clearing cache and all of that. So the next thing we want to do on the general settings is to look at extensions. Now, this particular version provides you with your Google Analytics and your Talk To. I have a video where I show you how to set up your Talk To account on any kind of script. I'll put that in the description so you can actually check that out. For your Google Analytics, you have to set up your Google Analytics account and be able to do that. But I'll not be doing that on this particular video because, like I said, I've created all the videos. You could check them out and implement it here. So no need to just double the work and take time. You could set up language, you could set up your SEO manager and all of that. Then we'll go into the major one, which is setting up your email system. Now, this email system is very important so that you'll be able to send out email from your website. And if you have things like your customer forget their password, or your manager needs a password reset, your staff needs a password reset, they'll be able to do that without coming back to the general admin. They could just click on forget password and an automated email will get across. You could also set up your email notification for when a product is delivered and all, to be able to send your customers emails and all. So that's very important. So the first thing you want to do is click on email configuration, and if you're using Namecheap, this is a plus for you. If you're not using Namecheap, you could use all the SMTP services to actually do this, but if your hosting provides you an SMTP, all good. So what you want to do is click on this drop down. We're going to click on XMTP, and on Namecheap, I want you to go back to your cPanel again, and you're going to be clicking on email. I'm going to show you how you can set this up. So the first thing you want to do is to set up an email account. I know I have created a video showing how to set up an email account, but I'm just going to do that here again. So we are using miner.site. So I'm going to delete one. So we're going to delete this info here. So I will just delete this and recreate it again. Now I'm going to click on create. Okay, so here you're going to pick the domain you want to work with. All right, so there are multiple domains I have here, but I'm going to be using this miner.site. Then for the username, I'm going to use info. All right, so it's going to be info@miner.site. That will be our new email account. So we're going to click on generate password. So make sure to also safeguard this password. It's also important for you. So I'm going to click on create. We've successfully created the email account. So for that password, I'm just going to come here and input my password here so I don't forget. The next thing you want to do is, so this is it. You want to click on manage Actually, I made a mistake. We're not supposed to click on manage. You want to click on check email. So on the check email, just scroll down and click on configure email clients here. Now we need all the information here. So for the username, we're going to copy this info@minor. So look for username, we're going to paste this here. For the server, it's minor.site. We're going to copy this, and where you have your host, you're going to put this here. For the port, we're using 465 for SSL. So just make sure to write 465. Then you could leave it as SSL here. You click on update. Now successfully update it, but once you try to send an email, so if I send an email to zflightstudios@gmail.com, you're going to see invalid credentials here. You're going to see that. So what I want you to do is to copy this username. Now I want you to scroll down under your email manager. I want you to click on global templates. Under the global template, you will see email sent from. Change that to this. All right. Do well to also change this okay, to a new one. Come here and click on add upload image here. Choose file. So I'm going to choose the small logo. Now it's appear here. So I'm going to come down and just click on update. And our global email has been set. So when we go back to our email configuration and email configuration here, we're going to try to test that email again at zflightstudios.com. Okay, see, your email has been received successfully. Now once we go to our zflight studios here, let me open my mail. I'm going to see the testing mail, zip Courier SMTP testing SMTP. If you open it up here, we're going to see the email here. So you click on show image, and you have my logo here. Then you have hello zflight, so you could see it means our email system is working perfectly well. So we go back to the next thing. What do we want to set up? So we're not using the SMS, but if you want to set up the SMS, you can actually just click on SMS gateway, and you're going to pick one of the gateways, right? There are different ones, pick them, and you need to create a solo configuration to go to their website and configure it and all of that. That's if you need an SMS system. All right, so that being said, we've been able to set up most of the things we need, at least the major ones. Now we're going to go to the minor changes. What I want to do first is I want to be able to make certain changes that are needed. Then we'll go, the last thing we're going to do is we are going to set up the front end of the site. All right, we're going to add images. I'm going to show you how to change the text and all of that. And once we're done with that, we'll go into testing all of the different systems. Now remember, it is the general admin that has the ability to change the way the website looks, change the text on the website, and all. The other categories like the manager and the staff will have what we call working operation. All right, it means that they will be able to use the sites to carry out the day-to-day business of the company. All right, the shipping company and all of that, the shipping, the delivery company and all of that. All right, so the first thing I want to do, right, like I said, is that we're going to set up the major thing. So we're going to be setting up the branches. Right now, if you click on manage branch, you see that we don't have any branch. So we're going to be setting up the branch. So I'm going to be setting up first in Nigeria. We don't have any other branch outside Nigeria, so we're going to be using states in Nigeria. I'm going to click on Abuja, right? Then we're going to put the email of the branch. All right, so each branch will have an email. So I'm just going to call this munachibrown91@gmail.com. For the phone number, we're going to use this phone number, and we're going to put CityView Abuja, status open, and create branch. And the branch has been opened. I think what we'll do for the branch email, so I'll just put zifabuja@gmail.com, yeah, and create. So depending, so each branch will have their own phone number, email address, and all of that. So that's what you're going to put in here. So I'm going to just create two branch. I'm going to create this Lagos, and for this I'll put ziflagos@gmail.com. Actually, I'm forming out this email, they don't really exist. Just gonna put a random number here as well. All right, so I'll put address, just Lagos. All right, so I'm going to click on open, then create branch, and that we are done. So the next thing you want to do is to create each branch manager. All right, so here we're going to be adding real email address. So the first thing is I'm going to be creating for the Abuja branch. For the name, I'm going to call this person Munachi Obi. Username should be Munachi Obi. Then the email address Munachi Brown. The phone number, I'll change this to 0. Then make the status. You're going to also create a password for him. Confirm that the same password. Then click on add new manager. Manager has been created, and I'm going to create, you could create multiple managers for each branch, for one branch, but I'm going to create one because each branch should have one branch manager. Now if we go to Munachi's Gmail, he's going to receive an email. So let me open that Gmail account after we've created a branch for him. So we're going to see he's going to receive an email from Zif Courier. All right, so if he opens the email up, show image. If he opens the email up, is going to see, okay, so it says hello Munachi Obi, your manager username is Munachi Obi, and your email address and the password. So this is the password actually, so he has all of the details to log into his managerial access. Now you can edit all of these emails, and I'm going to show you how to do that quickly. So let's just create the branch manager for Lagos, and so we're just going to create another branch manager. We're going to do that for Lagos, and we're going to call this Matthew Brown, and we'll call it Brown. That's the username. The password will be ziflystudio@gmail.com. Give him a random phone number. Status, I'm going to maintain the same password. And click on add new manager. You could see that the email system we set was very important. Make sure to check this. I forgot to check this. It was very important as it will help you to send emails as you are creating each of them, each of the email address it will help them to get the email as you're creating each of the branch manager. All right, so you could see their staff list, right? You could actually see that this branch manager has no staff yet. Here you could see all the staff for each branch. This will help the company have full accountability of everything that is going on. This is a well thought out script. So if we can go to the Ziflite email, all right, you're going to see he has gotten another mail, and you could see his details as well. All right, so we have Munachi and we have Matthew Brown. Okay, so we've created two managers, and now we could move on to other things, right? I'm going to show you how the whole manager system will work as well. So here you could see each branch income. You could see manage Courier, what is coming in, what's going out. We've gone through the general settings and all of that. Now let me show you the email, how you can configure the email templates. All right, so we have email templates here, so you could change how each of those things work. So now if we see staff creates, manage staff, right? It says manager creates. We click on this, we could actually change it. So manager username, this is how it appears, right? It has this code for password, right? So it will just give you the exact password you use. You could see, you could just write things like hello, the username, that is the person's name, how you doing, we want to congratulate you, you're a new manager, and all of that, and all. Yeah, so you could actually send a test mail after that, and you could send a mail in case they don't receive the first one you actually sent, and all of that. So this just a simple way to configure each mail so that they can look different and feel more personal if you want to do that. So yeah, we've been able to create the manager. We've been able to set most of the things up that we need. I don't think there's any other thing that we want to set up that is needed, except you want to set up your admin profile and all of that. Okay, so now let's go into the last part before we go into the manager's side, the staff side, and how the whole system works. Okay, so first thing first, we have this website here. All right. And I'm going to show you how to first change all of the images and yeah, get things up and running. So the first thing I want you to do is to go down and click on manage section. All right, so what you want to start is from the banner section. So the banner section has to do with this first part, right? This part here that's empty, this first part. So here you're going to, now we have 3 slides for this banner. We provide best dispatch and parcel services. Still the same writing and all, and you can edit it to be what you want. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, we have the first one here. Scroll here and click on edit this person. Now we could put welcome to, so I just delete the lab and it come back to the end and put ZIF Courier. We provide the best dispatch and parcel service. I'm just going to leave the writings, okay, but I'm just going to change this to show you how it works. And you have 2 buttons. We have the get quote button and we have the contact us button. So for the contact us button, you could just put in your WhatsApp details. So for you, if you want to generate a WhatsApp, your WhatsApp link, right, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to put this in my phone number here. So I'm going to say tell ChatGPT convert. I'm using ChatGPT anyways. Convert this number, convert my number into a WhatsApp business link. So I'm going to give it the number and enter. I'm going to convert this into a clickable WhatsApp link. So this is it. So I'm just going to copy this, and depending on where you want your contact us button to go. All right, so if I wanted to go to WhatsApp, I'm just going to paste that link here. It's that simple, right? It's nothing hard. If I wanted to go to our contact us page, what I want to do is click on this contact us page here. Once it opens up, I'm just going to copy the link. So I'll go back, then I paste that link here, depending on where you want them to actually go. The next thing is for the get quotes. You could change it to chat us on WhatsApp, right? So I'm just quotes. I'll just put WhatsApp. So I'm going to put WhatsApp here, and I'll just copy back this link, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so here you could add your images. I'm going to show you how to get those images. If you need it, just do well to request, and I will do well to send them over to you. So we have all the images here. At least I think we do. So first and foremost, I want to know what image was added. Oh, we have this bust image. Okay, so I think I have it. I'll get it. So once I put the image, I'm going to click on update. So for this particular website I created, I use just 2 images. But I'm going to use 3 images for the second one. So once you do that, I'll just click on go back here, and you could see it works here. So if you come back to our website and click on refresh, so you could see it here, the image has shown, but if you check the remaining, there are still 2 that are blank. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to click on this and edit the second one, and you could do well to edit the third, the fourth. All right, so I'm just going to select this, then I click on update. So the same thing you could do to edit each of the buttons for each of the slides. So if you refresh this, you're going to see that. So we have this, and we have the second one. All right, so just make sure to use cool images. Okay, if you want the ones that we have, we'll send them over to you as well. All right, the next thing is we have the about us here. says why we are the best. So you could scroll down. You're going to see why we are the best. The about us, this image, which on our website is this guy here. So you could just do the same, select the image you want. So just click on submit. Now for this particular one, if you scroll down, you're going to see secure, lowest cost, fast delivery. You're going to see that the same thing here below, fast delivery. So you can click here to change that aspect of those ones, and you can click here to just change the ones above. That's this here. Okay, so it's that easy. So basically this is how you can change each of the text. Okay, I don't want to go through all of them because it will be time consuming. All right, so you could see he has been added. You could change each of the text and all. You could do the same for the warehouse and for our expert theme. All right, so if we scroll down here under, we've talked about the about us, the banner section. We have the blog section. Now for the blog section, you're going to see here where is written below our blog post. Okay, so once you click on blog section here, you can change the text. Okay, all of these are in dump text, so you could change that. You could come here, edit each of the blog posts here, put your own image. Check this is going to be the title of your post, is going to be the content, edits and all of that. And if you want to add a new blog post, all you have to do is click on add new here, and you'll be able to add your new blog post here, and also just create, and it will appear on your website. It's that simple. So the same goes for every other part of, or every other section of this. You could click on the client section and update that as well. You could click on the counter section, the frequently asked question. Now if we come here, let me show you where we have the frequently asked questions. So these are the frequently asked questions. You could actually change that, change images and all of that. So it's all simple. You could see the questions here. You could do well to change each of them. You could create a new question, change the images and all. Like I said, if I go through setting up each and every one of these, it will take so much time. But with what I've showed you, you'll be able to set it up for yourself easily and very fast. All right, I don't want to make this video over long so you don't get bored and tired. All right, so that being done, that's the major thing. Your site will be set up in no time, and you'll have all of the pages. Now the thing is, you don't set up each page. Each page carries what we call the section. Now if you set up this about us, right, you will notice the image for that man actually showed up. If you change the text and all, it's just the same. Just make sure to set up all of the sections here. Okay, put those images and you are good to go, and that's all you need to do. All right, so lastly, what do we want? So you can as well use this website as a reference, but if you want to use the same images and all, you could use this website as a reference, or you could reach out to me to send you links that you could use also as a reference, so you could just have something similar. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how each of the whole system works. So we're going to be setting up staff, each staff for the Lagos branch and one staff for the Abuja branch. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, first we're going to go to the manager. We're going to copy this link here, and I'm going to open it first here, then I'll go to the second place and I'm going to open that here. Now we are going to copy the username here from the email that was sent here, put that here. Then we're going to copy the password, then put that here. We're going to paste this and click on login. Now you notice it works. Okay, so you can click on save to save that. Then we'll go to the next staff, and you remember the password is the same, so I'm going to paste this password, and I will just come here to copy the username, which is Brown. Come back here and paste it and click on login, and you could see that each of them works, right? So we have here, let's see the branch list. So you have the branch list here. Now, each of these branch, we're going to be setting staff for the branch. What branch is this? How am I going to know the branch? All right. So easiest way to just get to know the branch is very simple. We're going to click on branch manager. And here we're going to see Munachi is for Abuja, Lagos is the, so Zipflight is for Lagos. So Zipflight here is for Lagos, then Munachi here is for Abuja. So let's set up each staff for them. All right, because from the staff we're going to show you how the whole operation will work. Okay, so we click on new, add new. There's no staff. So first staff we're setting is for the Abuja branch. I think so. I don't want to mix, so let's see. Zipflight is for the Lagos, so yeah, Munachi is for the Abuja. So we're going to call this guy John. John now. So username will be John also. So he will also get an email, right? But I'm just going to, okay, let me use an active email I have. So the password will always be the same: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. But if this is an official website, you don't want to use the same password. You want to use a more secure password. So this staff has been created. Let's see if this particular staff will get an email. So while the email wait opens, if you're not a subscriber, welcome to Zipflight Studios. At Zipflight Studios, we are showing you how you can create any kind of website. And you could see on our channel, we have only 548 subscribers, which is too small. We have 70 videos. Oh, but just do well to subscribe. So you could go visit us at Zipflight Studios and subscribe. If you're watching the video, just click on the subscribe button. Let's imagine I'm watching this particular video right now. What I would do to click on the subscribe button is just this. All right. So make sure to click on the subscribe. I can't find the subscribe button because this is my channel, but you should have the subscribe button close by. All right, and I'll be able to only see my analytics and all of that. But do well to come to the video, click on the subscribe button. So if you're watching the video, please click on the subscribe button. Please, I beg you, please. You see the subscribe button around here. Click on it. I'm not able to see because this is actually my channel. Please help us. We're trying to provide you the best access and knowledge. Help us to grow so we can help you to provide more and all of that. And if you want to sponsor or you want to support the channel in any way, do well to reach out to us. We'll always have our WhatsApp link on the video description. Like here, you could see the WhatsApp link. Oh, there's no WhatsApp link here, but you see our WhatsApp link on every video. So I'll do well to provide it in this video as well. So just do well to always communicate us directly on WhatsApp. This is our WhatsApp link here. This is it. Click on it. This is it. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, so this staff actually got an email. Okay, says got the okay. Yeah, hello manager. Okay, I think I've created this before, but this is the email he got today. All right, he's a staff and he has gotten a staff email. All right, so the next thing we want to do is to create the second staff for the Lagos branch here. So you're going to click on branch manager, click on add new. And what do we call this? I wish I could see your comments. What do we call this? We'll call this Zipflight, and the username would be studio. Then you call the name Zipflight. Then email address. What do we give this? What do we give this? We'll just give it zip@gmail.com. Then phone number, random phone number. We'll activate this account. Yeah, I think we're supposed to. Yeah, so I'm just going to give it the password 1 2 3 4. I'm going to paste it here and click on add new staff. So for our staff, we will need to open it on a separate email. So literally, I don't want to. So what we have done first is to set up the general admin account. Then we came back into, we opened from the admin account, we opened what we call the manager account. You could see it here. And what we now did was to set up a staff for each of the managers. Now, those staff are the people that will work. Let's say we have a Lagos branch. We have a manager of that particular branch. It's called the branch manager. The other branch manager, we have different staff. So we just created one staff for the Lagos branch, one staff for the Abuja branch, right? Now, the next thing I want to do. So what can the branch manager do? The branch manager can see all of the staffs, right? He could see the branch list, but he cannot add any branch, right? He can only see the branch list. What he can add is he can add new staff and see all of his staff. He cannot see the staffs of other managers or other branches. All right, so the branch manager can as well see all the dispatches. That's the product that's been sent from their branch to other branch. He could also see incomings. That's the product that's been sent from other branch into his branch. Okay, so if Lagos branch sends a product, a parcel to Abuja, where he's going to see that parcel on incoming and send it to the customer wherever they are. If he sent out to Lagos branch, they're going to see that parcel on their incoming, and he's going to see it on the dispatch. Right, he's also going to see the income of his branch, how much they have been able to make total. Then he's going to see the support ticket if people have any complaint. All right, he's going to see all of that. So that is that for the branches. Now we're going to go to the staff. Right, so we've created one staff that has an email, the other one doesn't really have an email. So what we want to do is we're going to go to our admin, main admin dashboard, and just click on the dashboard. We're going to copy the link for the staff. We have this here. We're going to copy this. Then we're going to go to the staff. So the staff is opening it on their system. That's what we imagine, and they're going to open in the username. This username of this staff is John. So we're going to put it here. Then his password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. So we're going to put that here as well. So click on enter. Once we do that, you can see the information of this particular staff. Now, everybody has the ability to edit their profile, add an image, change their password, and do all of that. So now, what can a staff do? Staff can send courier. This is where we're going to be testing the whole system. He can send. The branch manager cannot send. He can only oversees. But the staff is the person that's the firm or the individual, the customer will interact on a daily basis. So we'll be the one to put in the sender information, the receiver information, and select the branch is going to go to and send it and all of that. The staff can also manage all courier services, all courier. That means see the courier that are coming in, the ones that are going out, and search for all of them here. You can search for them based on order number, based on dates, right? Minimum date, maximum date. You could as well see the incoming couriers, right? So you could respond to that. You could see the branch list, right? So you could see all the lists of the branch, so that if a customer comes in and say, I want to send a parcel to a branch in let's say in Nigeria, let's say we're going to send it to a branch in Imo State. So we don't send to Imo, we only send to only 2 branches. If you're in another country, let's say in the US, we don't send to New York. We only have California, we have New York. We don't send to probably any other state, right? Depending on the branch. So he could see all of the branches and respond to the client and say, okay, this is where we send to and where we do not have a branch. And he can actually search based on address and all of that. He could see his cash collection, how much he has been able to collect and all of that. Then support tickets if a client is having any complaint and all. So that is that for each staff. So what I'm going to do lastly to test all of this system and show you how that it works perfectly well. First thing, we're going to start from the staff. We're going to set up we're going to send a parcel to a different state, and we're going to see if the parcel has been, if the Lagos branch received the parcel, and how all of this whole system will come together. But lastly, before we test this, I forgot to say something. We're going to set up the kind of, if you come here, if you click on courier information, there's no courier information. We're going to set up the courier information. I'm going to explain a bit of that to you to the best of my knowledge, and we will wrap up things. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is come to where we have manage courier. Here we're going to see there's nothing here. There's something I'm looking for actually. Yeah, it's called zip Courier settings. So we're going to say, so Courier settings is based on two things, all right? We have based on type and based on unit. So unit is based on the measurement, type is based on the type of courier service. Okay, so now we're going to set up just two. We're going to set up express delivery and we're going to set up bulk delivery. Express delivery is more like when you want to send things very fast, okay, 2 days, 1 day. Then bulk delivery is when you're sending heavy things that has weight. And we're going to show you each of the measurements. Okay, so how do we start now? All right, so I'm going to copy this from Bash here. So I'm just going to copy the information here directly. So manage type. So I already said that here, so I don't want to start setting it up again. So we have the express courier, which is also known as the express delivery. So I'm just going to copy this. So so sorry, I will use this. Okay, so what we want to do is click on add new. For the name, we're going to call it express courier, same day or the next day. So that means it will come very fast. But before we do that, I forgot, you have to set up your measurement, which is your unit. All right, so the first measurement you're going to set up is based on weight, right? Now all of this information will be provided to you by the company you are working for, right? You want to know, they may not usually use this. You want to know the type of delivery they offer and if they are going to do it by weight or kind of product. All right, and so you'll be able to do that here. So make sure to always enable all of this. So I will just do this. So I will do the weight and I will do the volume. So I'm just setting up 2 each because of time. So creating units. Now this is done. We now go to type. So what I'm trying to do is just do a copy and paste. So we're going to do the express. Yeah, click on add. Name express. We're going to click this express is based on weight. Yeah. Then we just call this, for this particular type, we're going to call it a $50 and click on create type. Then the next one we're going to do is this, yeah, bulk. So the bulk is usually based off earn. So I'm just going to copy. Then I'm going to say it's usually based off on volume metrics. Flight and bulk. No. We're using parcel. So sorry about that. What's parcel? Yeah, this international airspace. That's okay. So let's just use the bulk. Let's use that. I think this is okay. So we call this 100. Enable and click on create. So this is the last thing we needed to set up. Now after we set up this, now let us test the whole process. So the first thing I want to do is, let me just cancel this. This is the one where the one I worked on before. All right, so let us test the process. So first off, we have this stuff. Now somebody comes in and say, oh, I want to deliver a parcel to, let's say, Lagos State, right? I just needed to check something. Remember that Zipflight is for Lagos, Monachi is for Abuja, right? And now this guy is currently on the hoop. So it's something that you have to calm down to do so you don't get confused. Okay, now this particular stuff, let's come to Monachi is Abuja. So you could see his staff here, all of his staff. Remember that we have 2 managers. We have for Lagos and for Abuja, and Monachi is managing the Abuja, Zipflight is managing the Lagos. Now John is on the Abuja branch, okay, and we have John here. Now John is a staff under the Abuja branch, and somebody's coming to, oh, I'm interested. So the person wants to send a courier. So he has met a staff in Abuja and he wants to send this courier to, or he wants to send his parcel, whatever he has, to Lagos. Okay, so John comes to his dashboard and click on send. So it's going to put courier send. It's going to put in the person's name. Let's say the person's name is Brown Gifts. So it's going to put in the full name. It's going to put in the person's phone number. It's going to put in the person's email address. All right, and it's going to put in the person's address, right? So now he's going to select the branch. So remember, he's under the Abuja branch, so we're going to send it to Lagos. Now you could also send it to Abuja. The reason you could see the Abuja option here is you could send it to Abuja. Let's say they have another branch in Abuja. You could put the branch and put in the receiver information and all of that. All right, so here we're going to put in the receiver name, which is James. Then you put in the receiver phone number, the receiver email address, James at gmail.com. Then he put in the receiver address. All right. So what he wants to do is he wants to choose the kind of product they have. All right. So he wants an express delivery. How many? So if you put, it already has a price. If you put one, you could see it's $50. If it's two, you could see it calculates to $100 automatically. If he has any other information, he wants any other products he wants to add, he could actually do that here. So what you want to do is click on send courier. Now, one good thing is that this courier comes with three things. You could see the invoice has the order number, you could see the date, it generates an invoice that is printable. All right, and you could click on make payments. So once the person has made payment, he could actually, if the person makes payment on this branch, you could actually just check it here and it will appear. Then you can place the receipt and give to the person. So once I click on, let me just open this in the new tab, click on incoming. Now you see that it doesn't come here, it will go to the next branch. The Lagos branch is going to see it here. So under cash collection, there's nothing. Under manage courier, you're going to see that we have one courier here. The courier is unpaid, we have received it, we have an invoice and all of that. Well, I will just, so this is how it appears on the staff in Abuja's dashboard. So we're going to open the staff in Lagos, what the staff in Lagos is going to see. So when we open the staff in Lagos, under the dashboard, once the staff open it, it's going to see Abuja, sender branch, Abuja. It's going to see the notification receiver, Lagos, which is his branch. It's going to see the amount. It's going to see how many. They're going to also see that it is not paid. Now, when the person comes to pick it up, if he clicks on payment, and let's say the person picks it up and pay, you could click on yes. But most times how delivery works is that you have to pay before they actually ship your product. So I'll just allow the staff in Abuja to actually do that. So you could see here, you could see manage courier, you could see a courier, pending courier, you could see incoming courier, you will still see it here. But branch list, this staff also have access to the two branches, cash collection. Now if he collects the cash, it will be added here. All right, but what I want to do is let me just make sure to click on make payment. The person has made payment, so we click on accept. Yes, so it's paid for, right? Lastly, will I do it lastly? All right, so lastly, once the order has been generated, right, you could see from location, you could see who is sending to, you could see the order ID. This is very important, the order ID. Now this order ID will be on the receipt that you give to the person that's taking the product. Okay, so once the person copies this order ID and go to the website, so I'm just going to open this on an incognito tab here. So when the person comes to the website and click on track order, now once the person pastes that particular order code and click on track, you see what the person will be able to see. You could see that the product has been picked, it has been sorted, but you have paid, but it has not been delivered, right? It has not been delivered. Now, in order for us to know to say this product has been delivered, let's say the Abuja branch, the Lagos branch here. So manage courier, you can see that the product has been shipped. You can see it has not been received. So click on details here. Now you can see it here, paid for. You see the quantity and all of those information. Now under incoming courier, you could see all of the thing. Now once delivered, you click on this here, you click on the confirm, so you know that this is a complete order. Now once you go back to, where do we have the incognito tab here? No, let's open this. So what we do is, once the person receive it, so let's just refresh this tracking. Now you can see everything has been completed, so the tracking system works perfectly. Everything works, right? Now I've showed you what happens when you send from Abuja to Lagos. You could see the incoming, right? Then the branch in Abuja could actually see down incoming, they have not received anything. Now if we send from Lagos to Abuja, it will be the same. So I'm not going to be doing that. It will be the same process. Now we have sent for the staff. How does the staff see it? Now let's go up to how does the manager see it. So we have the manager in the Lagos branch here. If it comes to his branch dashboard first, he's going to see that there has been one, right? So you can see total staff 1 staff, total branch 1 branch, total income nothing but 1 courier. Now you notice that this is the Lagos branch. The Lagos branch received, but they did not receive the cash. All right, their work is to just get it from the other branch and move it, but they didn't receive the cash. The people to receive the cash is Abuja branch, and you're going to see that's for that. So here you're going to see the total courier that they received and they have sent out here. Now you're going to see the staff, where you can manage the staff, you can manage the courier. See all couriers here. You could see it here under dispatched. You see, because he has not sent anything out, but incoming, there's one that came in and has been sorted. Right, now let's go to the Abuja branch. Right, so under the Abuja branch, we come to the dashboard. You're going to see total income $100 because they've received the cash. They're the one it came from, then they sent it to Lagos, right? And all of that is still the same details. Incoming, no, but if you look at their dispatch, you could see they moved 1, but you get. Then the last thing we're going to look at is the general admin. If you go to his dashboard, here is going to see the total branch, total manager, total incoming, total courier 1. It's going to see he can manage each branch here. You could see their manage, you can see their delivery, you could see what has been delivered and all of that. You could access all of the information and all of that. So there are so many things this script can do for you. So this is basically how you can set up your own delivery website. It looks beautiful, it looks nice, and you could do this. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If it's too long, it's because it's knowledgeable, right? Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and enjoy.